Few vessels embody the romance and adventure of the sea like the Italian training ship Amerigo Vespucci. Launched in 1931, she is a full-rigged ship, a rare and beautiful breed in the modern world. Her design harks back to the great age of sail, a time when ships like her explored new lands and connected distant cultures. The Amerigo Vespucci is more than just a beautiful relic of the past. She is a living symbol of Italy's rich maritime heritage and traditional seamanship. For over 9 decades, the Vespucci has trained generations of Italian naval officers. Her voyages have taken her to ports worldwide, serving as a floating ambassador for Italy. The Amerigo Vespucci embodies the spirit of exploration, adventure, and tradition. She reminds us of the sea's power to connect, challenge, and inspire. In a world dominated by technology, the Vespucci stands as a timeless symbol of the sea's beauty and allure. The story of the Amerigo Vespucci begins in the early 20th century, a time when Italy was eager to reclaim its place as a major naval power. The Italian Navy decided to build 2 new training ships, the Amerigo Vespucci and her sister ship, the Cristoforo Colombo. The ships were designed by Francesco Rotundi, a renowned naval engineer who drew inspiration from the great sailing ships of the past. Construction of the Vespucci began in 1930 at the Royal Shipyard in Castellammare di Stabia, Italy. The ship was built using traditional shipbuilding techniques with a steel hull and a wooden superstructure. Great care was taken in her construction, and only the finest materials were used. The ship's interior was outfitted with elegant woodwork, brass fittings, and luxurious accommodations for the officers and crew. On February 22, 1931, the Amerigo Vespucci was launched into the waters of the Gulf of Naples, marking the beginning of her long and illustrious career. She was christened in honor of Amerigo Vespucci, the Italian explorer who gave his name to the Americas. The Vespucci's launch was a major event in Italy, and she was hailed as a symbol of the country's renewed maritime ambitions. Her arrival was met with great fanfare, and she quickly captured the hearts of the Italian people. The Amerigo Vespucci was designed to train the next generation of Italian naval officers, a floating classroom for seamanship, navigation, and leadership. The Vespucci tested cadets' physical and mental limits. Life aboard was demanding. Cadets worked long hours handling sails and rigging, navigating by the stars, maintaining the ship's engines. They learned teamwork and relied on each other. Officers were passionate about passing on their knowledge. Training cruises lasted months, visiting ports across the Mediterranean. These voyages provided invaluable experience, handling the ship in all weather conditions, navigating by stars and instruments, interacting with different cultures. The rigorous program produced some of the finest naval officers. The Amerigo Vespucci's career has not been without its challenges. During World War II, the ship was initially laid up in the port of La Spezia to avoid being targeted. However, as the war progressed, she was pressed into service as a transport vessel, carrying supplies and troops to various locations in the Mediterranean. She managed to survive the war largely unscathed, a testament to the skill of her crew and a bit of good fortune. Following the war, the Vespucci underwent a major refit and resumed her role as a training ship. Sadly, her sister ship, the Cristoforo Colombo, was not so lucky. She was ceded to the Soviet Union as part of war reparations and renamed the Dunay. She sank in a storm in 1972, a tragic end for a ship that had shared so much history with the Vespucci. Despite the loss of her sister ship, the Amerigo Vespucci carried on, her elegant lines and billowing sails a symbol of hope and continuity in a world still recovering from the ravages of war. She embarked on a new chapter in her life, one that would see her sail not only the waters of the Mediterranean but oceans around the world.